L'amore.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another historic Mail Tech Show number 2. Because I said so. It's historic now. We finally got half of a bunch of us for tonight. Recording this during the local Dean Martin Festival, called, of course, Dean Martin's Greatest Hits. When Ubuntu hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Everybody loves some Linux sometime. Anyway, here in Ohio, in Steubenville, where Dean Martin was born, they have the annual, except last year, we have the annual Dean Martin Festival. Normally, we would have Dean Martin's daughter, Dina, come in. She came in for like many years, but not last year, not this year. But, it's COVID and stuff. We're still trying to get back to normal. Anyway, locally it's the Dean Martin Festival. I'm not there, obviously, because I'm here. Although that would have been cool to try to do the show with the music of these guys singing Dean Martin songs in the background. That would have been fun, Would have been different. Probably too loud. Anyway, my returning champions, I have Dan, Anselm, Ben, and Ron from Canada. And we are recording this. It's not live. We need sponsors for the live show. So check the links below through PayPal or Patreon, or you can always bribe me with a gallon of wine. Cheers. And we'll do a live show. How's that sound? But tonight it is recorded. Okay. So the Mail Tech Show is just that. With just a bunch of male guys come on. We'll talk about some tech, maybe some news and nonsense. Females are welcome, of course. It's been a while since we had my good friend Stephanie on, but I believe she's back home in Boston from Germany, spending time with her family this summer. So Stephanie, I hope you are well. We miss you. We want you back. Do a concert for us. Maybe we can do a pay-per-view, Stephanie, and I will toss in the first $100. How does that sound?
That'll work.
Let's do it. Okay, so the big news this week has to be the announcement, officially Microsoft, of Windows 11. I gave my reaction. I did a little, reaction videos are popular on YouTube. I gave mine about 15, 20 minutes. I have not downloaded it yet or nothing. Have not tried it. Going strictly by the looks and what I've seen on YouTube, I think it looks nice. It looks very pretty. That's all I can say for now. Dan, what do you think? Let's start with you about Windows 11 in general.
It's got a lot of flash to it, but I think it's going to weed out a lot of older hardware, which is pretty sad. Yeah. Because this hardware becomes, down to the point where we try and save it with Linux or it gets thrown out and disposed of. And I know around here, they don't quite recycle that stuff anymore because there's not much money returned in recycling it. So most likely at the end of the chain, most of it goes in the landfill.
Okay.
I really, I understand they got to go forward and make something better than it was before, but the backward compatibility is kind of flimsy with it. I really think also that they're in cahoots with the hardware companies,
Okay.
So you got to keep the money system just rolling for everything. Just like they do with all these USB cables. I must have 12 different kinds hanging on the wall over here.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I ran a test on my 10-year-old PC. It's not compatible with Windows 11. Honestly, on a 10-year-old computer, don't really care that much. But that's my thoughts about that. Anselm, Mr. Chromebook Master, what say you about Windows 11?
I watched that live premiere they did, and I see a lot of Chrome OS in it. The design of it, how they're doing that.
Because it's centered menu, right?
Yeah, and I noticed on their virtual desktops, because now in Chrome you can have up to, I want to say 6 virtual desktops. That's what I have. I've got all 6 of them. And then you can hit a button on the keyboard, brings it down like they showed, and you can select what you want. And they did it with the mouse, but actually Chrome OS is coming out with that in the next 1 or 2 updates, where you just use the mouse, kind of drops your virtual desktop down from the top, and then you can click it instead of having to use your keyboard.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, a lot of the visual stuff I noticed is a lot like Chrome OS,
Well, at least they're copying the very best. You know.
right?
So yeah.
I just
So
see, I saw, honestly, I see a little bit of GNOME in there too. You know, to me.
really? Okay. Oh no, please, no. That's it. Man, I'm out of here. Goodbye. No, just kidding.
Oh, good.
I know that's what I noticed. You know, it's
Okay.
just,
Well, all right.
or
Well,
maybe
if
Mac,
it's
maybe
just
Mac
if it's
OS,
just a little bit.
maybe
you know.
Mac OS then.
Maybe
More
more
Mac
Mac.
OS,
Yeah.
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 It has dash to dock.
Okay. Yes, it has dash. No, from what I saw, you know, I mean, like it starts off. No. If that's like adjustable, or can you re-enable the live tiles? I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's probably in the future with an update. You know, I kind of like the live tiles personally on Windows 10, but no, from what I saw, it looks very pretty. Ben, what say you?
Well, actually, to please you, Carmen, there is a way through the registry to re-add the Windows 10
Oh,
start menu.
phew, thank God. No, just kidding.
Well, I honestly have no idea how the heck to do that, but
Okay.
also, for the sake of older machines, and I don't recommend this by any means of the word, there is a modded ISO out there that I have that allows it to run without all those hardware restrictions, but by all means, I do not recommend it, and I don't suggest it whatsoever.
I would say
'Cause
so.
you don't-
Yeah. No,
Yeah, because all it is
you will
it's a
break
hack.
something. Yeah. You go to
Yeah,
the
it's
registry or
very-
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you do use this modded ISO that I have,
Okay.
it does get all rid of the restrictions that are involved with Windows 11, but it does use a hacked install DLL, so I don't recommend it. I would
Okay.
just, if you're going to run Windows 11, run the official version. This makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
Now, that being said, I have ran it on my Lemur laptop over here from System 76. I have tested it. It works, and it works just fine as same as the original, but that's not to say if you do an update, something goes and potentially blow up your installation. So that's just a fair warning if you do use this.
Okay. Ron, what's it like up there in Canada? What do you guys think about Windows 11? Or are you even thinking about it?
You know what? No one really is thinking about it at all.
Nobody
And,
cares. Okay.
No one really gives a damn.
Okay.
It made the news, but
Okay.
I did have some fun with my wife this afternoon. I said to her, "Hon, the Linux community is dying, man. Since the pandemic started, it's just been going downhill. I think we're going to have to get off the Linux thing because we've got machines throughout the house deployed with Linux, and in-laws have Linux running on whatever they've got." I said to her, but we've got a saving grace. Windows 10 is going to be around, but we don't have to use it because Windows 11 is coming along, and I think that's the way we need to go. And she,
Okay.
the
All right.
response was, I don't know if you can bleep this out, but what the?
Like I said, I haven't downloaded it, and I will wait to the official release to be fair, then go from it. But strictly by what I've seen, it looks very pretty. It just does,
I don't know if it was switched or somebody was saying that a lot of the menus, especially on the right-hand side, was very reminiscent of Deepin.
Yeah.
Yes,
Deepin's
I would
desktop.
say a lot of.
I heard that too.
A lot of I hope it's a lot faster than Deepman.
It's Windows Deep Dish.
Deep
Yeah.
dish. Cheers. Yeah.
What are the? Have
Now
they
I'm
released
hungry.
Have they released the minimum requirements for that? 'Cause-
Yes, I can give you the
Yes,
minimum
it's a quad
requirements.
core with 64 gigs of RAM. No, just kidding.
Oh, God.
Well, the reason I'm asking is it seems like to me a
No,
lot of it's,
according to the Windows website, it says 1 gigahertz or faster processor with 2 or more cores. This is the minimum requirement.
And I think it's 4 gigs of RAM, I think.
4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, UEFI secure boot.
And that
You must
TPM.
You must
See
have the TPM 2 version module.
yeah. See, the TPM 2.0 is what's killing everybody.
Yeah, that TPM stands for Total Pain Module.
You have to have a graphics card that can perform DirectX 12 compatible with WDDM.2X, whatever that means.
Window. Oh, I can't remember now.
Windows
You must
Direct.
have a 9-inch
Something
display with capable of 720p.
Who has a
and-
9-inch display?
Yeah, 9-inch display.
Okay.
Windows Microsoft account with internet connection required to set up.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a lie, I bet.
I don't know.
actually, no, it's not, Ron. I tested
I don't
it.
know.
If
It's
you're
not a
off
lie,
the
dude.
if you're off the net, does it just stop or it keeps
If you're
nagging
off
you
the
to
net-
get on?
It's probably just gonna nag you 10-1.
I don't know.
Or it might do an Apple trick like Apple does, and when you connect to the internet, it will ask you to sign in or create an account right there and then.
One of the two, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I know that you can move the menu from the middle to the left, but it looks funky that way, unfortunately.
So basically, they're probably what 3/4 of the users out there can't use it because they don't have TPM 2.0. So you're going to limit your people just on that alone.
Yeah, they'll either
I-
be stuck on
I-
Windows 10 or
Maybe that's a survey to take, but I'll wait. I'll wait till it's officially released and go for it. But again, on my 10-year-old PC, I don't care. If it doesn't work, so I'm good with that. I'll keep Windows. I think Windows 10 is going to be officially serviced through 2025, and I'm cool with that. So
It's
know.
going until 2025.
Right.
They said.
that's what I saw. So I am good with that. By the way, on a side note, if this background behind me, that is not my twin. That was a transporter malfunction. And it created another person. And you might be seeing the Total OS Today logo backwards on OBS. My friends are seeing it correctly, by the way. I could flip it, but I mean, we're backwards on the show sometimes anyway, so what's the difference? No, just kidding. But anyway, yeah, I think I'll wait till Windows 11 is officially. I think it'll be available as a free update or a free upgrade. You'll notice that when you do the updates that a free upgrade is available. You don't have to click that, by the way. If Windows 10 works, and for me, to be fair, it does seem to work on this Dell. Maybe I got lucky buying the Dell. I don't know. But for me, it does work. I still prefer Ubuntu Mate because the updates are like this. With Windows 10 updates, reboot. I got to reboot again. Okay, I'm going to go paint the house. Well, it's done, And then reboot again.
It's the telemetry with me.
Yeah, it's a little bloated. But now I thought I saw Windows 11 is going to be 40% faster. That's a lot.
40% less updates is what you said in your video.
Right, but then I think it's also going to be faster, period.
One of the other,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Tech Yes City or Jay's 2 Cents did a side-by-side game comparison with Windows 10 and Windows 11, and they're virtually identical in most cases. Well,
again, that's what I think somebody said, I've read. Again, I have not. I could be totally wrong on this, but we'll see. I will. I have another computer. I think it may have that TPM, but I'll wait till it's officially Windows is officially released to test.
Now this TPM thing is something that you may have to enable in your BIOS.
That's possible. Yes.
Oh, I never thought of that. Yeah.
Right. I don't think it'll break anything if you enable it. Right.
It shouldn't.
I don't think so. I think it's just an on or off.
And it might be slightly labeled something different versus an AMD motherboard or another brand.
Yeah, I think it's also labeled Motrin because of the headache. No, just kidding. Yeah. But I think Windows 11, for the most part, if it truly functions the way I think it will, a little bit faster, better workflow, looks pretty, I think it'll be a success. Look, we have over 1 billion Windows 10 users right now, and the only thing that's even remotely making news out there in the market in terms of percentages, Chromebooks, they just passed 10%, right, in sales, blowing away Mac. I'm not saying Chromebooks are better. I'm just saying by what I see on the news in terms of selling percent and the growth, Chromebooks are rocketing.
Mac isn't giving out what they used to for a product at the price they charge.
Okay.
I mean, they're taking the ports out of the laptops. You get limited ports and stuff like that, and you got to buy all these weird, funky cables.
And it's marketing. Yeah, I think their MacBooks, don't they start at $999 now for a low-end MacBook, right? Not mistaken.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I thought I saw something this year.
you get very little horsepower with it.
Little horsepower. I need more power. But
I don't know when those M1 chips come out. Yeah, it might make a difference. The Apple designed their own chip.
okay.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, we'll see. But yeah, those are our thoughts, my thoughts on Windows 11. It's pretty, but you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
Of course not.
So we'll
I
let
mean,
it-
I kept this image in my mind when they actually had an article. If you wanted a stand for your Apple monitor, it was like $1,000 for an Apple
Yeah.
stand,
I mean,
I
the
know, just for the stand.
just for the stand.
I won't stand for that, so I didn't buy it. Yeah.
They probably had somebody buy it.
Look, Apple caters to a very specific market.
Yeah, big wallets.
Well, look, they have not had the update issues of breaking their systems like Windows 10. Not that I've seen or anybody saying, right? Right. Multimedia, Apple machines, the Macs, they were great for like video editing and stuff. They are probably the best.
Ben would probably be the best one to rebuttal that.
rebuttal what? Sorry, I was looking at my phone.
Multimedia applications on a Mac are pretty darn good.
And what they are today
Oh.
compared to what they were years ago.
I'm going by what I see
Well,
on YouTube. A lot
Most
of
of your YouTubers use the Mac
they do.
for editing.
Yeah.
I'm talking
They do.
YouTubers with a million subscribers and all these sponsors. I'm not seeing Windows, guy. And definitely forget about Linux. Not even mention that sacrilege on their channel. No, I just call it the way I see it.
No, I know, Carmine. Well,
MacBooks,
well,
I see. It would be great if we can get a Chromebook or a Chromebox to do full video editing. And maybe that's
good
coming.
luck with that.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day, it'll
maybe.
come out. Maybe.
But I mean,
I mean, it's capable. They just have to put out the apps.
Well, you can do it now, but you got to do it online. So, like, when you do a video, Carmine, you'd have to upload it
Yes.
to the cloud,
And that's
edit it, and then download it.
that's
back
too
up.
much work. I ain't doing that.
But
Yeah.
I did hear
Yeah.
Google is going to try and do that where you can video edit, sound, and all that. It's common, but
That's what
it
we
could
need.
It could be a couple years down the road.
Right. No, I think they will, because I think, look, we have 1.3 billion Windows users. And we've talked about this. Linux is not even in the ballpark with these users. I'm not saying that's right, just the way it is. Mac is an option for some. Chromebooks is an option for some, and Chromebooks seem to be growing. But in terms of the full capabilities of what a Mac can do, what a Windows machine can do Linux for the most part, because again, where is that national Linux standard? Except for Chromebooks, it doesn't exist.
yeah.
That's
see
a
that-
big loss there,
Yeah, and I think Chromebooks get more popular because now they're actually the Android app integration with Chromeboxes and
Yes.
Chromebook.
Yeah.
It's getting better. I mean, before I'd bring up an
Yeah.
Android app, it looked like I'm on my phone on my monitor. Now it's actually looks like a program on the computer.
And I think Windows 11 has capability for the Android apps, right? I thought I read.
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, if it really works, I think that's very user friendly.
It doesn't Chrome on my Chromebox because before, like I said, I wouldn't use them because it looked awful.
Yeah. They're not fully quite compatible. Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. Anyway, well, I think those are going to be our final thoughts for Windows 11. So at this point, why don't we go to some news and nonsense before we wrap this up? How does
Good
that
idea.
sound? Yeah, let's have some real fun. The hell with Windows 11.
Yeah.